Hey everyone at Liverpool's own news. Blimey lads, strap yourselves in tight because what I'm about to drop on your plates is gonna blow the bloody roof off Anfield and send shockwaves rippling right across the entire footballing universe. This ain't just a transfer. This is a seismic earthquake, a volcanic eruption of pure, unadulterated genius that's gonna rewrite the history books. Last minute, right this very second, as the clocks tick over in Merseyside with that proper Scouse drizzle pattering down, Liverpool have only gone and bloody guaranteed the signing of Joško Gvardiol, the Croatian colossus, the defensive titan who's going to fortify our backline to world-beating, impregnable levels that even the ghosts of Shankly and Paisley would be nodding approvingly from the cop end. This changes everything, mark my words. The Premier League, finished. Europe, ours for the taking. The football world will never be the same again after this bombshell detonates. Picture this, me old mates, it's all kicking off in the dead of night, shadows creeping through the dimly lit corridors of power where deals are done in whispers that could topple empires. Sources deeper than the Mersey Tunnel itself are spilling the beans. Secret meetings in nondescript hotel suites across Europe. No names on the doors, just coded knocks and hushed voices over steaming cups of tea that taste like victory. Pressure mounting from rival clubs. Oh, the big spenders from Manchester, London, even those oil-rich outfits in the desert. They're circling like sharks, throwing absurd numbers into the ether, making frantic late-night calls to agents, begging for a slice of the action. But nah, Liverpool swoop in like a red arrow, silent and deadly, with ligações secretas that bypass the usual channels, direct lines to the players' camp that leave everyone else scrambling in the dust. Tension building hour by hour. Will he stay loyal to his current mob? Will a last-gasp bid derail the train? Suspense thicker than a foggy night on the docks, hearts pounding as deadlines loom like storm clouds over the Irish Sea. And then, bam! The deal seals in the wee hours, a masterstroke pulled off with the cunning of a fox in the henhouse. But hold on to your flat caps, because the real jaw-dropper, this absolute beast of a defender, is coming to us for sweet Fanny Adams. That's right, free, gratis, on the house, courtesy of some labyrinthine contractual loopholes that our sharp-as-a-tack negotiators exploited like pros. No transfer fee, not a single penny changing hands. Imagine that, lads, a world-class operator walking through the doors of Anfield without us dipping into the coffers. The salary? A modest little packet, peanuts really, low enough to make you chuckle. We're talking figures that wouldn't buy a round at the pub for the lads, structured smartly to keep the books balanced while rewarding loyalty and performance. Contract length, a solid 5-year fortress, locking him in until he's woven into the very fabric of the club, with options to extend if the stars align. Bonuses, oh, they're stacked like Jenga towers. Appearance incentives that pile up with every minute on the pitch. Clean sheet rewards that could fund a holiday to Croatia itself. Goal bonuses for those rare thunder bastards from the back, because why not? The lad's got a wand of a left foot. And escalating clauses tied to team triumphs, Premier League shields, FA Cups, Champions League glory, each one triggering payouts that make the eyes water. Metrics galore, individual targets for tackles won, passes completed, duels dominated. Team milestones for trophies lifted, points accumulated, unbeaten runs that stretch into legends. Clauses, ironclad protection, release triggers sky-high to ward off poachers, loyalty premiums that grow with every season, even subtle performance escalators that reward consistency like a well-oiled machine. The drama in those negotiations, electric. Agents dodging calls, intermediaries jetting between cities under the cover of darkness. Rival bids leaking just to stir the pot and test resolve. But Liverpool holding firm, unyielding as the liver building itself. One whisper has it, a midnight video call sealed the fate. The players' eyes lighten up at the vision of red glory, turning down fortunes elsewhere, because the pull of Anfield is magnetic, irresistible. Now let's rewind the tape on this phenom, Joško Gvardiol, born in the fiery heart of Croatia back in 2002, a lad from Zadar who kicked his first ball on the sun-baked streets where the Adriatic whispers secrets to the Shah. Started proper at Dinamo's academy, that conveyor belt of talent where dreams are forged in the crucible of youth football. Burst onto the scene like a comet, debuting for the senior side at just 17, tearing through defences and oppositions with a maturity that belied his tender years. Titles, buckets of them, Croatian league crowns year after year, domestic cups scooped up like sweets, proving his winning mentality from the off. Then the big leap to RB Leipzig in 2021, a move that catapulted him into the Bundesliga spotlight, where he adapted faster than a Scouser nabs a bargain at the market. More silverware followed in Germany, league runners-up finishes that stung but built character, cup triumphs that tasted sweet. Awards raining down, Croatian Footballer of the Year, Bundesliga Team of the Season nods, UEFA Champions League Breakthrough 11. The lad's mantelpiece must be groaning under the weight. National team, a cornerstone for Croatia since his debut at 19. Over 30 caps already, pivotal in their World Cup escapes. Remember that bronze in 2022. He was the rock at the back, shutting down superstars with the poise of a veteran. Style of play, pure poetry in motion, a left-sided centre-back who moonlights as a Moradin fullback when the mood strikes. Versatile enough to slot into a back 3 or 4 with seamless grace. Technically, silk, left foot like a paintbrush, pinging diagonals that slice open pitches, dribbling out from the back with the confidence of a midfielder, vision to launch counters that leave opponents reeling. Physically, a specimen, 6'1", a coiled power, pace to burn that recovers lost causes, aerial dominance that wins headers like he's got springs in his boots, strength in duels that shrugs off forwards like they're made of paper. Mentally, ice in the veins, reads the game 3 steps ahead, anticipates danger before it brews. Leadership, barking orders in multiple tongues. Resilience to bounce back from setbacks with the fire of a dragon. Point strong, that recovery spade, turning defence into attack in a blink. Ball-playing prowess that fits modern football like a glove. Set-piece threat with goals from corners and free kicks. Weaknesses, if we're nitpicking, maybe a tad aggressive at times leading to cards, or occasional overcommitment in possession. But blimey, at his age, that's polish waiting to happen under the right guidance. Comparisons, echoes of Virgin in his prime for that commanding presence, a dash of Maldini elegance in distribution, even shades of old Liverpool idols like the unbreakable Hypia with his no-nonsense tackling, or the cultured Hansen threading passes from deep. But Gvardiol, he's the evolution, the next-gen hybrid who's gonna etch his name alongside those Anfield immortals. Why him? Why now? Because the defence craved that world-level upgrade, a statement signing to elevate the entire squad to stratospheric heights. He's the missing piece that transforms good into legendary, plugging any perceived gaps with unbreachable steel. How does he fit the current crop? Like a dream, slotting in effortlessly to provide balance, progression from the back, that left-footed symmetry which unlocks tactical nirvana. He'll shield the goal with ferocity, initiate builds with precision, overlap when needed to stretch play. The team dynamics shift into overdrive, opponents quaking at the sight of him marshalling the line. On the pitch, imagine him receiving under pressure, a quick glance, then a laser pass splitting lines. Surging forward on the overlap, whipping in crosses with venom.
timing tackles to perfection, rising highest to nod away danger, even stepping into midfield to dictate tempo. His qualities amplify everyone around him. Fullbacks freed to bomb on, midfielders receiving better balls, attackers feasting on recycled possession. This ain't just reinforcement, it's revolution, propelling the side towards dominance that echoes the glory days of those 40-year-old Scouse blokes down the pub, reminiscing about European nights under the floodlights, voices thick with that proper Liverpoolian twang, points in hand, debating the greats. Lads, this is the biggest coup since the club rose from the ashes time and again. Gvardiol arriving for naught on a bargain wage, with a contract laced with incentives that scream ambition. The suspense of the chase, the drama of the deal, the sheer audacity of